Do hers?
Yes.
Like stealing snacks. That's insane.
Oh, and a Coke Zero. Come on. She right there. Oh, there she is. Meal of the champion.
Yeah, sorry, Coach. Next time.
All right. I have head coach Stephanie White, Alyssa Thomas, and Marina Mabry going to do a quick statement from Steph and then take questions in the room and then on Zoom. Go ahead, Steph.
I'm proud of our team. This was a tough, grinded out victory. We knew it was going to be. It's how the whole series is going to be. Two great defensive teams. I felt like every single player made winning plays, particularly down the stretch. And it's a team effort. We had to adjust to some different things, and everybody that stepped on the floor did that. It was just a terrific effort on the part of our group. I'm so proud of them. But we ain't done. We got to be ready to go. It's one of those things where you got to turn the page quickly, and in a series, you got to make adjustments quickly.
Okay, taking questions in the room.
For you, AT, you guys were switching a lot on Fee, but for you, when you're guarding her, what just makes her so hard to defend?
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna keep attacking you. She moves around a lot. They play 5 out, and it's not easy when you're helping people, but it's a team effort. Coming into this series, I mean, she was hot, really hot, and I think we did a great job tonight.
Here on the right, front right.
For both players, there's been a lot of talk, obviously, in the WNBA, a lot of storylines. We haven't heard as much about the Connecticut Sun. Have you all felt overlooked? And if so, has that fueled you in this postseason? Both players.
It's not unfamiliar to us. I mean, I think it happens to us each and every playoffs, but we don't care. I mean, we know what we've done all season. We know how we're playing. We know what we're capable of. And, it doesn't change anything. We're going to go out there and compete the same way each and every night.
Anyone else? Can you pass back up to Maggie? Oh, okay.
Coach, congrats on the win. Lynx are typically a really good team in the third and fourth quarter. You held the Lynx to 8 points in the fourth quarter. Just what went into that defensively to kind of slow them down?
I mean, that's just what our group does. I mean, this is a team and a franchise. Certainly since AT got here, that has hung our hats on defense. And we know that Minnesota is a great team, and we have to give them different looks. We liked tonight our small lineup, the versatility that it gave us. I felt like each and every player played with multiple levels of effort. We had to be disruptive. We had to try to force them into uncomfortable shots and understand that they're going to make uncomfortable shots. And, when they did, we didn't let that get us down. We continued to attack on the other end of the floor and try to force them to work on D. But it was a slugfest in that fourth quarter. There's no doubt about it.
Center?
Yeah. Finding the advantage shooting from three in this game, like I was curious if you could touch a little bit on, the success against a traditionally, good 3-point defensive team and, what was working for you guys tonight.
For anybody?
Yes.
Why don't you, since you had 6 of them?
You're talking about our defense, right? You're talking about our 3-point defense?
3-point shooting.
Oh, that was fun. I mean, AT does a really good job of finding me, especially when that 2-man action with the pitch back. So I'm always ready to shoot when she passes to me. And I mean, sometimes they go in at the end of the clock. But I mean, that's what they brought me here to do. So I'm gonna get out there and shoot the ball from 3.
For both players, it felt like you established in the first quarter this is going to be a very physical game. You kind of set the tone there. How important was that start for you all?
I mean, I think all season long it's been a physical series. Every game has come down to the wire in the fourth quarter. So we expected nothing less. But hey, I mean, we're both 2 of the top defensive teams for a reason. So you have to expect the physicality.
For both players, the final possession for Minnesota, what was your look? What was your strategy? Obviously no threes, but how did you go about approaching that defensively?
We were just trying to switch everything and make sure that they only got a 2 if they scored. So just not turning our head and over helping in communication.
Steph VP was huge for you guys off the bench, just in terms of her presence and her defensiveness. What did you like from her today?
Who'd you say?
Veronica.
Oh, V. Yeah. I mean, V's been huge for us all season long. I think her ability to navigate, our offense. We've got multiple players that can initiate offense, and that gives us an advantage because we can give a lot of different looks. She's an outstanding defender, and she's small in stature, but her physicality, her ability to play bigger, to give us, different looks is important. And her energy. I mean, she's always coming in and giving us great energy, off the bench, and we've come to, rely on that. And I thought she was terrific.
Take a couple questions on Zoom, starting with Julian and then Kenneth.
Hi, y'all. Good to see you again. This one's actually for AT, but it's about Marina. Just since she's gotten here, how much has her shooting just enhanced what you guys already do on offense? And then for Marina, you mentioned the 3-point defense. You held them to 5 threes. You had 6 by yourself. As a unit, what did you guys do to kind of just control the line over there?
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get Marina to come here for a while. She's a competitor, and that's what we are here. She wants to win, and she's going to do whatever it takes for the team. But she's something different that we haven't seen in Connecticut in a while. She's able to play the pick and roll, and we needed 3-point shooting desperately this season. I think we were second to last in 3-point shooting. So having her, I mean, as you can see, it makes a big difference for us.
Go ahead, Kenneth.
In terms of that second quarter, Lynx held the team quiet for about 4 minutes in that stretch. Marina, you were able to actually then close that stretch with one of your deep threes. How important was that for you, for the team, to end that stretch there in that second quarter when the Lynx were flipping the game?
Yeah, I just try to sense pockets of us going in droughts and kind of just missing some shots and see if I can get a shot going, or at least get somebody else downhill with an advantage. So just picking my spots and being there whenever they need me offensively.
Thanks, Kenneth. And then taking our last question in the room.
All right, calm down.
For AT, you obviously beat the Lynx last year in a series. I think it's your 3rd win in 4 games this year. What is it about you all that has just been able to solve the Lynx this season?
I mean, we're just gonna do what we do. It's not easy. They're not an easy team, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna guard them with the best of them. So we try to make everything hard for them, and then get out on offense and try to utilize each other to score as easy as it can. But yeah, it's just a tough series. It's going to continue to be a tough series, and as you can see, it always comes down to the wire with them.
Thank you, everyone.
We waiting for players?
No idea. Yeah.
Start with Bridget and Cheryl right now.
What were they able to do to make it so difficult to get good shots tonight?
I thought we had open shots that we missed. There was a little bit of that. So when we had opportunities that we were open, we didn't make shots, and land shots, particularly early in the game. You take every one of them. It's one of those things. I thought Courtney's got to be able to score for us, and a lot of her shot attempts are ones that we see go down, and she wasn't able to find the bottom very much for us tonight. But in general, it's two defensive teams that are going to try to make it difficult. Unfortunately, we had too many of the easy breakdown variety. So they found easier shots than we did. Particularly, you need to stop. Now our offense put a lot of pressure on our defense. We had to get stops every time. And that was unfortunate, down 1 and come out of a timeout and, give up an easy layup. That was tough on us. But overall, I mean, I thought we had some good shots, that we we get those looks again, I think we're going to like the outcome a little better.
I mean, I think you held them for 7 for 20 or something shooting in the fourth quarter. Normally you take that 10 times out of 10, but it's just,
We only scored 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I like our second half and like our fourth quarter at all. Like our second half defense, but it's 40 minutes of 200 minutes. That's the good news for us, is that we'll be back Tuesday and we'll play better.
You guys were able to get ahead there in the second. I think that 15-0 run. Just what was working so well for you guys?
I think just getting stops, play down transition. That's when we're at our best. Moving the ball. I think we're at our best when we're playing off of our defense.
Cheryl, they obviously did a lot of switching on Fee and really tried to wear her down. How did that impact just the flow of this game for you all?
Well, it was no different than what we saw in the last series, switching on to Fee and, maybe her catches, maybe when she got them. I mean, I don't know how these guys feel, but a lot of Fee's touches down there we're going to keep rocking with. We're going to go with that. And I think we'll all play better on Tuesday, but keep switching. We're good with that.
Cheryl, the last play, were you looking to get a 3 from Collier, or was it going somewhere else?
Which the 11 seconds?
Yes.
Yeah, 11 seconds. We had a couple of things going. We were not necessarily for Fee, but at that point, the options that we were looking for weren't available, and so at that point we were just trying to find a 3.
For KMAC or BC, you guys dropped a game 1 against this team in the playoffs last year, came back strong and won a big game on their home court. Just, is that something you can, take away from to come back and give another strong game 2 in a postseason against Connecticut?
Yeah, I think, everyone in our locker room has full trust and faith in each other. And just because we lost game 1, it's a long series, it's a 5-game series for a reason. And we have all the faith in the world that we'll perform better on Tuesday night and hopefully come out with a win. But obviously tough to lose at home because we love playing at Target Center and want to win all our home games, especially with the 2 seed, but it's a long series for a reason. So we're okay.
Cheryl, Lon Smith kind of had a little bit of a tough offensive game, but defensively was pretty much everywhere. Could you just speak on kind of that dynamic between, she kind of has to be out there when she's playing that type of defense?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And Lamb will bounce back, because it is, positionally getting offense from Land is going to be really, really good. But like you said, her being out there was important on the defensive end. So, just one of those things. Again, offensively, we didn't play our best, and we'll be better on Tuesday across the board. And that's going to open up easier opportunities for these guys. And we got to get to that space, and we had a hard time finding that space repeatedly. We did it in spurts.
They went with a smaller lineup a good bit in this one. Did that present some problems that you were?
Them?
Yeah.
No, they've been doing that. They did it out in Connecticut. It's a different look, certainly.
Right.
But we held them. I don't know how many minutes they played in the second half of the small lineup, but it felt like there was more second half of the small lineup, and they scored 31 points. So I don't think the defense was our problem.
When you talked about how with Court, she saw a lot of shots tonight that usually go down.
Yeah.
When she's hitting shots like that, that makes it a different game for Fee
Absolutely.
too, right?
For everybody, big difference. That's the nature of this. And I know Court wants to deliver for us, and we'll keep working to, find her opportunities. But like, we talked about post-game, is that, the further you go in the playoffs, right, the harder it gets. The team you're playing against is obviously here for a reason, because they're really good. We're here because we're really good. And now it's 2 teams just going back and forth. You're not going to get anything easy. And then it's just about players, finding a way to make a play. And that's a place that we've got to make sure that we excel in. And Courtney's a player that can do that for us.
Cheryl, is this a situation where you feel like you got to make a bunch of adjustments between now and Tuesday, or just the shots have to fall on Tuesday?
No, I mean, I don't think the team's going to make a bunch of adjustments. We are who we are. Maybe a couple things here and there, execution wise. I mean, it goes on in game too. Somebody gets hot that, maybe wasn't a part of the game plan. You have to adjust, that sort of thing. But yeah, there's things we can do better. I mean, so some of it is, kind of go, hey, we know we're supposed to do this on this play and we didn't do it. So make sure we do it next time. But I don't think there's going to be a ton of adjustments.
Take our final question from Andrew.
Coach Chechi was kind of a late scratch.
Yeah.
Any update on her, and then just how did you guys miss her impact? She usually gets
we
at least
needed
a
the
handful
depth.
of minutes.
Yeah, we need the depth. And so Chechi's absence, obviously everybody knows that, she's coming in for one of these two to spell these guys. And so, T kind of played that role for us. Heidemann did, makes us a little smaller, that sort of thing. But, we're precautionary with Chechi so that we have her for the long haul. We play her today and it doesn't go well, and then maybe you lose her and we just wanted to make sure, just get through game one and see what Tuesday brings. Thanks.
Thank you.